Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on a single fragrance, which I don't often do. I usually do like 5 or 10 perfumes at a time, or I share with you a whole collection or a haul. Today is going to be focused on one perfume, and that is the new one from Creed, and it is called Windflowers. So I'm sure many of you have already heard about this perfume or seen this perfume. And many of you, like me, maybe don't live near a place where you can smell it. So I wanted to give you my first-hand account of what I think about it, whether or not it worked for me, and just basically tell you my thoughts on it overall. So you don't have to spend the money or blind buy it or try to get a sample or something like that. So if this is your first time on my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Alithia, and on this channel we do talk a lot about perfumes. We also do a little bit of minimalism, home decor, decluttering, clothing hauls, things like that. If you like that kind of stuff, then I would love if you would consider subscribing. Also, feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram. I share a lot of behind the scenes stuff on Instagram before it hits YouTube. And with that out of the way, let's get started in today's video. Alright guys, so hey, how's it going? Again, it's been a few days since I've uploaded a video. I wanted to get another perfume video out for you guys. I have a ton of videos that I want to make. It's kind of all over the board. There's so many different things that I want to make for you guys, but I've been working a lot this past week, and I have 3 night shifts coming up. And honestly, you guys, all I want to do is eat and go to the gym. That is where I'm at right now. That's how motivated I am. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen a ton of gym and fitness related posts. If you're not following me on Instagram and you like fitness and you like perfume and you like all that kind of stuff, feel free to head on over and follow me. And yeah, so I'm just sitting here having a coffee. I already was at the gym today. I slept in a little bit, and I go to work in a few hours, but I really wanted to get a video out for you guys, something perfume related. Yeah, so I'm just drinking like my normal coffee. My nails, I got them done at a salon not too long ago, and they've got like these really pretty gray tips on them, which I'm really loving. I love the colored French tip look. I think it just looks so classic and so pretty, and the gray goes with everything. And the candle that I'm burning is from last year, and it's the California Beach House scent from Sand and Fog, and I got that from Home Scent sometime last year. Yeah, so hopefully everybody's doing well. I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys, and yeah, hope everyone's doing great. And yeah, so without too much further ado, let's jump right on into this fragrance review. Okay guys, so I don't normally review one fragrance. Very, very rare do I ever do a video talking about one perfume unless it's special in some way, or I really, really love it, or it's highly anticipated, or something like that. So the reason I wanted to do this one though is because this one is actually going back. I was intending to talk about this perfume in a haul and tell you guys how excited I was to have it and how much I loved it. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, this one is going back. So I don't live anywhere near like where I purchased it from, so I'm gonna have to wait until I'm back in the city again. Might be a little while. And I really don't think I would end up changing my mind about this one. I already have the receipt sitting there, and basically this was a case of I tried it in the store, absolutely fell in love with it, and then of course by the time I got home, which is like 5 hours away, I realized that when I actually wore it, it bothered me, which I'll get into those reasons in a moment. So this is the newest release from Creed, and this is Windflowers. So the box is really, really pretty. It looks very expensive. It's got the classic Creed kind of logo there. And yeah, that's really it for the box. Let me just go ahead and take it out for you. Alright, so this is the absolutely beautiful bottle, and it really breaks my heart that I don't love this because a few reasons. Number one, it's Creed. I don't currently own any other Creed fragrances. I've never purchased a Creed fragrance in my life. I've never purchased a perfume that was this expensive in my life. And I was really, I didn't even go into Nordstrom that day hoping to buy a Creed fragrance. I actually completely forgot about this new release. And then when I saw it sitting on the counter and I sprayed it on paper, I just pretty much fell in love with it. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I found a Creed that I liked. I'm not a huge fan of Aventus for her. I'm just not a huge fan of those super citrusy sort of Windexy, like house cleaner type of vibe perfumes. I'm not a fan of light blue. I just don't like those kind of super light, lemony, fresh perfumes. So this would have been the first Creed that I actually liked, and that made me so happy, and I was just so excited to swipe my card and walk away with a Creed perfume. So first of all, I'll give you a close-up of what the bottle looks like. So you do have the Creed emblem on the front there, and it says Windflowers. It has this beautiful little fabric bow, really shiny little bow. It's quite a big difference from the usual Creed bottles. I don't think any of the other Creed bottles are shaped this way. And it's a really light, beautiful juice. Overall, it looks very feminine. And this is the bottle from the back. And it does have the Creed written on the top, Creed 1960. And this is the cap taken off and what it looks like. And then you have the bottle here. So this is considered to be a white floral, sweet, powdery, musky, iris, rose, fruity, tuberose floral scent. To be honest, when I was in the store, and even prior to going in, I had never even looked up the notes for this. I don't know, I wasn't really that interested in it because everything else from Creed had not been my cup of tea, so I just was not even in the ballpark of thinking I would want this perfume. I can smell it from here, by the way. It's very, very strong. So the notes that you have, I just have Fragrantica here to my left. Okay. So after I got home, or after I purchased it and I looked at the notes, I could see why I fell in love with it at the store. So this has a lot of jasmine in it. It also has praline. It has orange blossom. I love orange blossom. I love jasmine. It also has iris, so it's a little bit powdery. So already smelling it at the atomizer without even spraying it, I can tell why this failed for me and why I don't like it. I am going to spray it on paper because that's what I did in the store. I didn't spray it on myself in the store. I should have. Especially being somebody who talks about perfume on YouTube all the time and reviews fragrances and has, like, I've been doing this for a couple years already. I should know better than to purchase a perfume without putting it on my skin first. But let me just spray it on paper. I do have a little swatcher thingy here. I'll spray it on here, I'll tell you what I think of it, and then I'll tell you why this perfume ended up going south after paying the price and getting it all the way home and being super pumped, only to be really, really let down. So it is really strong. It's very, very strong. Absolutely no problem with the performance with this perfume, you guys. It's got great sillage, great longevity, lasts forever, even on your skin. No problems with performance with this perfume if you were contemplating getting it. And that's what you would expect from Creed. Creed is very expensive. You would hope that it would have good lasting power for the price that you pay. So on paper, you guys, I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, it is so stunning. Even still right now, smelling it on paper, it is so stunning. Okay, so this is absolutely beautiful. On the paper, it comes across as a very sweet, slightly powdery white floral, but you also get a little bit of rose in there, and you get this kind of subtle gourmand sweetness in the base. It doesn't smell overly gourmand. It's definitely a floral scent, of floral, something I would picture somebody wearing in spring or summer when they have a beautiful summer dress, a pink summer dress. I'm probably biased by the color of the bottle, but I picture somebody in a beautiful, ruffly floral summer dress wearing this. It's very, very feminine. It's very elegant. It's very pretty. It is absolutely stunning, and I can totally see, sitting here right now at home, smelling it on paper again, why I fell in love with it. And I was like, yep, I will take a bottle, say no more, just pack it up and I will purchase it. That's what I'm getting right now from the paper. However, once I get this on my skin, you guys, first of all, it's extremely strong, which is good. And if you like those really strong perfumes that are hard to ignore, that are going to stay with you all day, that are going to project like crazy, you won't have any problems with this. It definitely does that. It reminds me a little bit of almost, I don't want to say it smells like it, but it reminds me of it in a sense, almost a little bit La Vie Belle. It has a similar floral facet to it, and it also has that sort of gourmand, like praline dry down, and it's also powdery like La Vie Belle. I feel like this would be La Vie Belle's much more extravagant, rich, royal sister. If La Vie Belle is, you know, your average girl, not that I'm trying to say it's an average perfume or that you're average if you wear it, but if La Vie Belle is like your average girl, this is like her rich sister who married into royalty, and that's what she wears. It's kind of along the same lines. I don't really know if it reminds me of anything else, but it definitely did conjure up feelings of La Vie Belle for me. However, there's also this like cologne-y touch in here. It almost smells a little bit like a man's cologne. Not in a bad way. And I don't know if that's just the Creed DNA, but tell me if you guys have smelled this and tell me what you think. Even smelling it at the atomizer right now, it's giving me aftershave. Like, it is giving me aftershave vibes. On paper, it's not like that. Again, the classic mistake of spraying it on paper and not spraying it on my skin. So on paper, it is just so, if it was on my skin the way it is on paper, there'd be no concern. If it smelled at the atomizer the way it does on paper, no concern. On paper, you get that praline, you get the powderiness, you get the beautiful jasmine, you get the sweet orange blossom, feminine and floral, and everything you would ever want in a spring summer perfume. At the atomizer and on my skin, it is all of that, but add in some very potent man's aftershave. That's what I get. And like I said, I don't know if it's a Creed DNA thing because I haven't smelled all of the Creeds. I haven't worn any of the other Creeds. I've only smelled a handful of them, none of which I really liked enough to purchase. But yeah, this one definitely has some sort of a very strong masculine aftershavey sort of undertone to it, and that's all I can smell. When this is on my skin, you guys, I literally had to go wash it off because it was so strong and it was so terrible smelling on me, and it gave me a headache. It just gave me an awful headache, and I was so disappointed because when I got this home, I was super excited. I was like gung-ho. I was ready to make a video for you guys. I could not wait to share with you. I shared a lot of pictures when I went to the city, and I shared pictures of like being in Saks Fifth Avenue and Nordstrom and all these places, and people were like, oh my gosh, tell us what you bought. And I was so excited, and the two perfumes that I was interested in, one of them I don't have in this video because I've already sent it back, I've already returned it, but both of the perfumes that I purchased on that trip ended up both being a fail, and they were high-end, expensive niche fragrances that I had high hopes for. And they weren't even blind. They were tested in store. They were purchased in store. I was really disappointed. Yeah, and that's my thoughts on the Creed Windflower. It's beautiful. It's very feminine. It's very elegant. It's a powdery, sweet floral that would otherwise be absolutely perfect for spring and summer. Could even be a signature scent. You could use it for daytime. You could use it for dates. If you like this perfume, I think that's great. If you don't get that aftershavey touch, and if it works for you, and if it smells for you the way it does for me on paper, and you love it, I think it's an amazing scent. But it must just be maybe that Creed DNA or something about it that just doesn't sit well with me. You know how different brands have a different undertone to them? Montal has a certain undertone. Tiziana Trenzi is another one that all the perfumes have a very similar DNA. Like, you can tell it's Tiziana Trenzi. I feel like it might be the same thing with Creed, which there's nothing wrong with that, and it smells expensive, and I don't know, I wonder if my boyfriend would like this. I haven't asked him yet. Something tells me he might like it because there is that fresh cologne-y touch in the background. It does smell rich. It does smell expensive. It does smell sophisticated. Like, you can tell this is not a cheap fragrance, and if I was to wear this, I don't think it would smell cheap at all. It's just, even at the bottle, it just smells like aftershave. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand what happened. So this is not a very objective review. I guess it is in some senses, but for me, it was a total fail. I wish I would have sprayed it on myself in the store and walked around for a while. I probably would have had to find the nearest restroom and rinse it off instead of impulsively purchasing it after spraying it on paper. But honestly, it's very deceiving. So if I can give you guys one tip, if you already don't do this, definitely spray perfumes on your skin before making a purchase, even if you fall in love with it on paper. Because even still to this moment, on paper, it smells phenomenal. Whatever that weird cologne-y aftershave thing is that's on my skin and at the bottle is not here on the paper. It's just not there. So that would be my big tip. I don't think this is safe blind buy worthy unless you love Creed and you already love the Creed DNA, but literally sitting here right now, you guys, I'm getting a headache just from this being in the room and me smelling it, and I'm probably gonna have to go take some Advil. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Creed. I almost had it, but not quite. So that's my thoughts on the Creed Windflowers, you guys. I will end this video here before I ramble on too much longer because I'm very capable of doing that. Let me know your thoughts below if you have tried this perfume. What do you think about it? And let me know if there's anything that you think that I should check out. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. So that was it for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know down below if you have tried Windflowers. What are your thoughts? Do you have a favorite Creed fragrance? Do you have a Creed fragrance you would recommend for me to check out? I'm always curious to know what people's favorite perfumes are, especially from brands that are this pricey. And I'll see you guys all very soon in my next video. Bye for now.